Hello, hello, my lovely and wonderful pups. I hope you've all been doing well and taking care of yourselves. How are you all doing tonight? Hello, Specs, you were first. Hello, Mischief Horn. I'll go ahead and get that care package. We're going to be playing more Slay the Princess now. I have been wanting to play more of this so badly. I'm really mad that I missed my Thursday stream last week and wasn't able to play it then. So it's been a full week since we got to play. No, you got called Mischief Horn. Hello, Gremlin. How are you doing tonight? It's always good to see you. Hope you've been well. Let's see. Not a lot of people. Well, I guess there's even a number of people here. Why is my Firebot closed? I opened you. Silly Firebot, you must have updated? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, like I said, more Slay the Princess. So as soon as I get Firebot opened back up, I'll get us over to there. And there we go. So glad you're still able to catch some of this after finishing your own runs. Hell yeah. That is awesome. Man, I'm probably going to try and 100% this game. I'm really tempted. I did originally say that about Scarlet Hollow, and then I got a little frustrated and stopped. But this is a roguelike visual novel, so like I might actually be able to get all the endings as long as I know what I'm going for. Which endings have I gotten? Our very first playthrough, we got the good ending because I'm no bitch. I got the good ending right off the bat. We slayed the princess and then we were happy and everything was good. Thigh time, alright. There you go, thigh time, and also cough time apparently. After that, you know what you like? Hell yeah. Enjoy what you enjoy. After that, we got the exact opposite. We did the contrarian ending, and I get the feeling that I wasn't supposed to have that be my second playthrough. But we did the contrarian playthrough, and so I know about the hand lady. Yes, you should always drink water. Why is that even a question, Horn? Silly. And then we did one more run. We did the in love run where we saved her because we adored her and loved her and we ran away together and then the hands took her away. I think we might have fit in one more like really short one where we didn't actually get like a proper ending. We got the voice of the paranoid and then we tried to run away and it just closed the game. Yes, the damsel. Alright. Let me pop us over here to the game. And I don't think we hit load game here. I think we just hit new game. Fucking voice of the hero. No one likes you, voice of the hero. What do you mean, which one's the real one? Me, the one with the big titties. Voice of the hero is a bro? No, no one likes voice of the hero. It's the voice of the whatever run I'm doing, who's the real cool person. Alright, does anyone have a recommendation on what kind of asshole we should be this time? We've been a flirty asshole, we've been a compliant asshole, and we've been a contrarian asshole. No, your scream Specs. Not getting the game audio. It does that sometimes. There we go. That should be fixed. Someday I'll figure out how to make it do that automatically. Claw. Lazy approach. Alright. We can do lazy. Let's see. Oh, that's right. We did a nihilistic run and we ended up dying. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
So hello, Mazel. How are you doing, our favorite Cajun Firefly Fairy friend? I don't know if anyone's around who can, but if someone could shout out Mazel, or Mazel, I think you're able to shout out yourself. I would appreciate it. Okay, we're going to do lazy but not contrarian. We're going to be lazy, but we'll do it. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Thank you, Mazel.
You make your way up the short path.
It's uphill?
Find the princess within.
It's so far.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Going to try and smooch the monarchs again? No, no smooching of monarchs
We're not going to
here.
go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Correct. Voice of the hero sucks. We all hate voice of the hero.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
I'm not
The air
on
is
their
stale and musty,
apologies.
and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You got it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd
Voice
be
of the
rather
stubborn?
difficult to
Not
slay the
as of
princess
yet.
and save the world.
We've
without
gotten
it.
barely any voices. It was just the voices we got the last time I streamed, which was, we were compliant the first time, got the good ending, the way everyone who doesn't suck should have. I'm glad that that's forever going to be the first achievement I earned in this game. Then we got the voice of the contrarian for my second run. We got the voice of the paranoid before I died, so I didn't actually get an end to that run. And we got the voice of the smitten.
The door
Take
to
the blade from the
basement
table,
creaks
lick it a
open,
little, and
revealing
leave.
a
Of
staircase
course.
faintly illuminated by an unseen
Voice of the stubborn
light
is certainly
below.
something. Hell yeah.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess
filter
really
your
lives
ancient
there,
wood, if you know what I'm
slaying her is
saying.
probably doing her a favor.
It's your favorite? Hell yeah.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
I love how her personality changes. Ow. I love how her personality changes completely based on whether or not you take the dagger. Like, she can't have seen you at this point, but just having the dagger changes her personality. Fucking love it. Bunka the Skunka, no! Hello, Yarny. How are you doing today? Can we get a shout out for Yarnyland, our favorite fire kitten? Hint of rot, like a 3 Michelin star restaurant, permeates the room.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Oh, hot?
Don't
Sexy?
let it
She's
fool
in
you.
charge?
It's all part of the manipulation.
Can we do the horny run, which is different from the in love run? We do the run where, there we go. This seems like the most lazy response. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you, I guess. Ugh.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Of course I did, yeah, because girl's pretty. You're hungry? Get yourself some food, Yarny. A nice big pizza pie. Or, you know, something else.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs. and lock eyes with the princess.
You haven't eaten today,
There's a heavy
Yarny.
chain around her wrist,
Yarny,
binding her
go
to the far
eat.
wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yeah.
Focus on the task at hand.
She's
You
a
weren't
princess.
kidding
Of
when
course
you said
she's
you
a
were
threat
here
to the
kill
world.
me.
You're not dumb. You're just a silly Billy Willy. Now go eat a food. Be a good girl. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here. I'm gonna go with I haven't decided yet, because that seems pretty lazy.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Yeah, that
Don't
seems pretty
you
reasonable.
dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, and we don't want to be coming, or we do want to be coming, because it's non-stop Nut November. Dropping something sounds more lazy than holding something.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Kill her,
drops
eat
to the
her?
floor with
I already
gruesome
killed and
noise.
eated her the first time, Yarny. Silly Yarny, I already did it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Your eyes are very big, miss. Like, really big. Set the cabin on fire and let smoke inhalation do the deed. Kill and eat her differently? Ah, good point. What are you going to eat, Yarny? That's a good point. Besides princess bits.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? Are you my girlfriend now? Are we girlfriends and dating and girlfriends and holding hands? Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Gay, you're in? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Wow. You didn't have to be rude. Do you think I'd just come down here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Let's see. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love.
Shut up, voice of the hero. No one likes you, voice of the hero.
Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
I'm gonna ask her again, and I'm gonna see what happens if I ask her again.
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
I can do whatever I want. Shut up, narrator. You're not my real dad.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You think? I don't
I don't
think.
remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
What have you been eating? And also, how are you not covered in shit?
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nope. Didn't tell me shit. I like how this game has an unreliable narrator, but also he's kind of reliable. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Jersey. If you're gonna start somewhere, start in Jersey. Semi-reliable narrator. Eldritch, biblically accurate princess. Texas? Texas is also pretty terrible.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Yeah, guys. You don't know how to be... You don't need to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it. I believe in all of you. We are slaying the princess again. Hello,
whatever
Thomas.
the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
See, you say killing each other. And that makes me think that you're a violent individual.
She has a point. There's a reason
Shut
I've
up,
been telling you
voice
to
of the
question
hero.
the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
I don't want to hear anything. I want to take a nap.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
I guess you just have to make a promise on something more important, like a little kiss, like a little promise on a smooch, like a little kissy promise. You want to trust her, but she keeps making it weird.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
That's true. She is a subjugating monarch. If she's not gonna snuggle and kiss me, then she has to die. Yeah, that's enough talking.
Have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah.
You know why you're here. Well, I guess I'm gonna kill you. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Oh no.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Ow!
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Rude. Harder. Harder. Yes. Give it to me. Muscle princess.
Holy shit, that hurts!
Yeah, fuck you, voice of the hero.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
It's almost like whoever chained her up should have done a better job. I need those bones to smooch your girls. Them's my girl smooching bones.
We can still turn this around.
Yeah, we can. Oh, I think we... Fuck it, this is too difficult.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly.
Well, you're clearly stronger than me. I give up.
You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her.
Hi. How can you bone without your bones? Ooh.
The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do?
Nah.
Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
I mean, if you want to keep going, you can.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff.
Hot.
And then she brings her knee to your throat.
Double hot.
She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Well, if you didn't kill me, we could have been friends.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Blech.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in
All
the
right.
basement of that cabin,
What
is a
voice is in
princess.
our head today?
you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Time for your least favorite voice. Oh. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Well, excuse me, princess.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah, voices. Hooray, we love the voices. Except for Voice of the Hero. No one loves Voice of the Hero.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Ah, shit, we got depression. Guys, help, I got depression.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Ugh.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I mean, it happened for a lot of reasons, man.
Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
If only we had, like, I don't know, a gun, that'd be pretty cool. Then we could kill her at range.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
You were super late and missed a bunch of Voice of the Hero? You did. You did. No more Voice of the Hero. We're Voice of the Broken now, baby.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I don't know. You're the narrator. You tell me.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
She probably had her way with the body. That would be my guess.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Yeah.
Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Nah.
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
You make a good point, Voice of the Broken. Let's not try.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
She ended everything and put it right back? Exactly. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time. To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
That's not reassuring to me, bro.
Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Hot. Ooh, good plan. Let's devote ourselves
Can
to
we
her
tone
and
down
let
the
her
pessimism just a smidge?
Shut up, voice of the hero. No one likes you.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Yeah.
You're being annoying.
You're being annoying.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Maybe I like a little catastrophe. Maybe I like a girl who could end the world. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Sus. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is it falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're
Yeah.
the only person capable of doing
Guys,
this.
did you hear
Call it
that?
a prophecy.
The narrator
It
says I'm
helps.
special.
It's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
God damn it, now you gave voice of the hero a hard on.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
It's true, that is the only consistent thing that's special about us. Is the resurrection thing. Coincidentally, that's the only thing that's special about me, is that if I die, I just come right back. So, you know. Well, I mean, last time I chose these dialogue options, I got paranoid instead of broken. But, Moiselle suggested we be lazy this time, so we're being lazy. Being cagey, what aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Sus.
The less you know about her, the better.
Don't agree.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Here we go. Thigh time is over. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Yeah, I'll bait your breath. Got him. To the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah, we know.
She will lie.
Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us.
This narrator's bad at getting what he wants. First time I did exactly what the narrator told me to. I went, I stabbed the princess, and then I was happy forever. I got the good ending, and you know it was the good ending because it had applause and a pretty picture, and I couldn't do anything until I closed the game. Just really bad at responding to questions? That's true. Well, he is the narrator, not the answerer.
At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
I'm gonna listen to the whiner. Bard! Hello, Bard, how are you? To the cabin.
That's what you want.
Gonna lay down in bed?
Yes, I don't.
Because you have a visit with a caseworker tomorrow? Okay, have a good rest. Evie? Aw, Evie CB. Well, you take it easy, Bard. To the cabin. What kind of funny-looking cabin are we gonna have this time? They said it was the tower. Ow.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh,
larger
damn.
and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
You're
The only
such a
furniture of
good
note
girl,
is a
Mary.
massive marble
Well.
altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
You know what? I think I remember this. Not this because I haven't experienced it yet, obviously. But I remember seeing someone post a giant version of the princess, so I think we're about to get Vord, guys. I think we're about to get Vord.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I can't reach it. It's too far.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
So, about the mirror, this whole cabin's different than last time. We'll talk about the mirror in a minute.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died. And
Yes,
certainly
Mommy,
haven't been
exactly.
killed by the princess.
This is the redacted route. Oh my. I didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
Okay, well, you make a good point, Voice of the
Last
Broken.
time, you're not
That
going
sounds
to
like
die
effort.
unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
Thanks, narrator.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Let's see. Doesn't matter if there's a mirror.
But it does matter. Don't you care if we're being lied to? If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you.
Oh,
It's
it
not
vanished
us. There
this
is no
time.
mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I don't think it's done that before.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Oh, it does vanish, but usually after we try to touch it. Is this the Eeyore run? This is the Eeyore run.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left.
Man, I miss having an
unseen.
Eeyore plush. Alright, well. We're not grabbing the blade. That's too much effort.
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, woo, mommy. Big strong lady.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Aw, Voice of the Broken.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Man, narrator, what have you got against basements?
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Hot.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
You shouldn't have come down here unarmed.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
You got it, Voice of the Broken.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Voice of the Broken wants to get stepped on. Like all people with depression, we want a strong dommy mommy to step on us. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it's always been.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Gets me to the princess.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Hot.
The princess stands before you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Not just giant, but angelic. Oh, big lady. Sad that we're a bird person without wings? Yeah. Why is my hair cutting off? Hold on. I swear.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Yeah, it's there so that she can break it off and use it to choke us. Smash? Yeah, smash. Stained glass window in a basement? Exactly.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
You know, that'd be a great line if you hadn't looked at yourself before.
I see
Great
your
bit of
hands are
foreshadowing.
empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
Yes, Mommy. There's way too little fan art for this game. Be the change you want to see in the world. Too small to be choked. Tragic.
And more than a little disappointing.
Me? Sorry, mommy?
No.
Sorry.
No.
Mommy? Sorry, mommy? Sorry,
No.
mommy?
She's disappointed in us.
She's disappointed in us?
Ah.
Kneel.
Yes, ma'am.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard
Or me.
stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Sure, let's talk.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
You want to end the world now? I'll help.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Hot. I refuse. No
The
breathing.
collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you think would be best.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
I haven't learned jack shit.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
Servicing her feet. I mean, helping her get out of the chains.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Wow. Well, it sounds like I lost then. You're with her? Exactly. Yarny knows what we're doing. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Yes, Mommy. Fuck it, no questions. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not adorable. I'm
You're
not.
such a good girl, Mivy.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
Yes, ma'am.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
Oh, look at her. Also, shut up, voice of the hero. No one likes you.
No, you can't just give in to her.
Yeah,
not
I
when
can.
the stakes are so high, not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
The narrator, are you gonna be a bitch again?
there's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me.
You're going to banish the narrator from my head? That'd be hot.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Pretty much all your runs resulted in throwing hands. Give in to those thighs any day. Exactly.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Yes, kill the narrator. Kill the voice of the hero. Leave me pure in your radiance, princess.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Lesbian noises.
Ah!
Good take on the scream there, narrator man. Can't believe the princess just called me out. I'm not small. It was the most flaccid yell. Well, yeah, she crushed his penis.
Little bird.
Yes, ma'am.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh, God, fuck shit. That's so hot. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, that's hot.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done. Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Oh, God, that's so fucking hot. One of those hypnosis fantasies? Something like that. No comment. Twitch, please don't give me the ban hammer. Just popping in and out to draw soccer wife.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
Yeah, she's still narrating in the first person.
What a good disciple you are.
Fuck.
Come. It's time for us to leave.
Yes, ma'am, coming right now. Coming right now. I'm on my way. What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
God, that cleavage. This is my new home. Your obedient servant. Pledge your loyalty to her. Alright. But you do not take her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Ba-ba-ba. Think I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Shut up, voice of the hero.
I don't want to look at us.
Shut up, voice of the broken.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious? He is. Does that mean the world ended? Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing.
Alright.
I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift
of a fragile vessel.
Yep, we brought you another body. I do not think this one counts as fragile, though. Gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is dominance. A figure capable of bending everything to her will.
She sure fucking is,
For
bro.
terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Fair. See, we've already asked most of these questions. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond
Still
us,
made of meat.
and
It
that
do
we
still be made
need
of meat.
to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Deal. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the tower to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Am I okay with a minor spoiler? Yeah, if it's a minor spoiler.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, chat. What kind of person are we today? What kind of attitude is core to our being? Have I done a rerun of the first one, but stepping into the nothing? We haven't. I kind of get the feeling that would be a dead run. Like, we still might get an achievement. We wouldn't get a princess to deliver. Attitude, do a flip. So what, like, just whatever we think is cool? We just, the voice of the gnarly. We didn't get a chapter 2 from it, though? That's true, we did just sit there. I mean, there's also the option, I believe, to go back down the steps and check out her corpse. If you take a knife, you can absolutely take the tower down in a Shadow of Colossus-esque boss fight. Hell yeah. Well, I'm going to go with Bard 6. I do eventually, of course, I'm going to do reruns, but I don't want to start doing reruns this early, because a lot of the content would just be skipped. I would rather do new stuff. So we're going to do the voice of the gnarly. We're going to be cool. Let's see. Do any of these questions sound like a cool gnarly dude? Sweet. I've always wanted to offer Monarch Viva la Revolucion.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning. She will lie.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save...
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking.
Up to the cabin. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Woo, let's go.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I'm really glad we got Voice of the Contrarian for our second playthrough, because it's going to severely cut down the number of playthroughs I have to rerun, because I'm going to be able to bring so many princesses to the hands.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, blade it
You
is.
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
The voice of the daring.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Fucking narrator hates basements. A clarification? If you want to, sure.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Nah, I'm the one in
Fool.
charge. I'm
It's
cool.
all part of the manipulation.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Narrator didn't
There's a
chastise
heavy
us for
chain
that.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. Nuh-uh. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after
The game
we
does
talk
have
to
a
her.
set number of
Maybe she
vessels,
really is a
but they are
monster.
tracked in a
Killing
given
someone
save
in
file, so
cold
starting a
blood
new
isn't
game is
very
resetting
becoming
that number
of us.
to 0. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Because I have been just starting a new... Well, I mean, I've only played this twice, but I did start a new game, which means that I've lost the voice of the damsel. We'll have to do that again. I will make sure to save this time. In fact, let's go ahead and drop a save. We'll make sure we continue from a save from now on. But that's fine. I can always grab the damsel again on the side. Return. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
It locks off paths that aren't useful. But that doesn't... We haven't actually encountered any of our old paths yet, so...
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal your resolve.
Well, no, it's gotta have some kind of memory because we keep meeting the hand lady.
Oh? No talking then?
I haven't done the hand lady this time around.
What even makes you think you can kill me?
Yeah, presumably there's an endpoint when you've brought all the bodies to hand
I'm
lady.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Nah,
She's
I got
unarmed.
this.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Rude. Hand lady isn't tethered exclusively to the Contrarian route, so you still get to see her even if you haven't. That's a little confusing given the roguelike nature of this. I wish it had been more clear. Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first
Yeah, I guess
strike is
I'll
enough to stack
just
you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
continue to play it and learn more. Yeah, I was just mechanically a little thrown off by that. I'll just have to do those 3 runs again off stream, I guess. She a high-level monk? Clearly. Stunning fisted us.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Yeah. Okay, it is blocking it off now. So, yeah. That was a goof on our part. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash.
Haha, get fucked.
You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
Haha.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Hi, we're both
This
here now.
was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
Good end doesn't count towards vessels donated, so don't worry about that one. And if I did Damsel in the demo, that would probably be worth redoing in the game proper. I didn't do it in the demo. I played the game proper the day it came out. But when I started today, I hit new game because I didn't realize how the system worked. Is this a date? Does it count as a date? Definitely a date.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Nah.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We did it. The adversary.
You're on a path. You're here.
Doop-a-doop-doo. Let's see. I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Sus.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Winning! Charlie Sheen.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Alright, voice of the stubborn, here we go.
A warning. She will
Yeah.
not. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
I like how gnarly this guy is. How I'm gonna kill her.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Thanks, narrator.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Got it.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Honestly, some of you who know me from tabletop, this reminds me of a character I used to play Monster of the Week with, or a player I used to play Monster of the Week with's character, Morgan Black, who is this gnarly old Cockney agent, kind of a Constantine vibe. He really wanted to kill people he didn't agree with. Specifically monsters. Let's go. Where are we now?
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Who will?
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if
I
trying
love
to
a
force you
tight,
direct you
cold
towards your
stone
destination.
entrance.
The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I'm surprised we don't have a full, kick-ass sword for this one.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, let's grab the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
We got these huge fucking claws and we never use them. Yeah, Morgan. Smaller on the inside. What about the mirror?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Good point, voice of the stubborn. I like how this line was great the first time around when we were the smitten and we were like, I want to see how handsome I am. But even when we're like stubborn or broken, we still want to see how handsome we are. We're just a pretty boy. We're just a pretty little bird demon. Nap didn't work. Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
I care about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about someone as a knock, I'm not lying to you, I promise. There isn't a mirror. Really.
alright. Well, goodbye. Down we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost
We gonna get a demon,
sulfuric
mommy?
odor to it.
Dirty crows in a
The
trench
princess
coat?
lives
Hell
here.
yeah.
Slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Hot.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Wow, yeah, that is 100% Morgan Black.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused.
No, it's going to my
keep your wits
grind,
about.
man.
Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Don't tell me what to do, narrator. You're not my dad.
As you descend the fight, the form of the princess
Oh, look at
comes
them
into view.
hips.
A large shackle leading
And
from
she's
her
big
wrist
again.
to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
It's a useful size. Big lady 2 for 2. Yeah. More big ladies. More big ladies. More.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, I'm stubborn and I'm going to fight you. I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different from what happened last time, but but last time definitely happened.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Wow, sucks to suck.
Are you okay?
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yeah, alright. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. It's a regular size knife. You're just really big. Listen, if you measure it from the base, I swear it's over 6 inches.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Voice of the hero is a kind and caring person, and that's why he's a bitch-ass bitch. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Cool. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life.
Hi.
So, why don't we do it again?
It was definitely longer than 3 minutes. It was like 10 minutes, like half an hour. Don't comment on the size of my knife.
See?
It's a big
Just to
knife.
fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
I'm actually here to free you. Jesus. Okay, well, no. Attack.
Finally ready to complete your
Alright.
desperate task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement.
Why is
and
the stone
catapult
wet? What
yourself
did she do?
headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Yeah, we'll give her the best 30 seconds of her life. I mean 3 minutes. I mean 5. I mean, it's an average size knife.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Oh, Jesus,
Unfazed
fuck.
by your onslaught,
Hi.
her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
I swear this doesn't usually happen. Listen, just give me a minute, and I swear I can get it back up. I swear I can get it back up.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
I do. I swear, babe. I swear I want to kill you.
It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
Alright, no foreplay then. A lot of ladies like foreplay. I'll make sure to stab you real good right off the bat.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
No way. I'll go right for the stand.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Bait and moving in and out, remove her strike. Yeah, we gotta strike head on. We're doing a kickflip, bitches. I'm not itty bitty. Hello, CeeLo. How are you doing? Kiss her? Well, where's the kiss her option? I don't see it. You do make a valid point, Yarny. You do make a very valid point.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more.
Step, step, step.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, I'll never pull out. Not once.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
It's a big enough knife. I swear we can get there.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. You finally get it, don't you?
Of course I do. I do.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
This abridged Goku versus Cell all over again.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world
You're
at stake
such
here.
a good girl, Miffy.
Thank you for the head pats.
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win. Even if it takes us forever to get there.
You got it, voice of the stubborn.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Mommy.
It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. We're fine!
Fine.
You only have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine.
Voice of the Stubborn says we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
Oopsie. My bad.
She tosses it at your feet.
Were you being metaphorical when you said something doesn't exist outside of us? These sound like boring-ass philosophical questions. Inaccurate, Mivli is more hard-headed than that. Yeah, pick up the blade and attack her again. Do a kickflip. There we go, baby. I told you I could get it in there.
A single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
Wow, they really did just explain every orgasm I've ever had. I mean, something normal. Something normal? Something normal.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
Yeah.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that. Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Hell yeah, Voice of the Stubborn. Let's get up.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive. Ah! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
Pull a Goku. Concern? No concern. Everything is fine. See? So, next Tuesday, you want to do this again? I'll bring the French ticklers next time.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart. What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine. No, she's dead. She has to be. No!
Fuck you, narrator.
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I know.
Round two.
I told you we should all believe her. This is perfect.
Takashi, hello Takashi. Hello Takashi. How are you doing?
The princess rises from.
You're just in time for
staggering
sexy
slightly,
demon mommy
one
to
hand
beat our
right up the
asses.
hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Yeah, let's go again, baby. I swear I can get it up again. I can just keep getting it
Sorry,
up.
Mommy?
The pills
Sorry,
really help
Mommy?
with that.
Sorry, Mommy?
She pulls the
Sorry,
weapon from her
Mommy?
chest, barely wincing.
You're too tired to be
Holds
down
it to your
bad?
feet.
Oh, I'm sorry, Takashi.
You know what to do. Again. But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
Because it's hot. Fucking Voice of the Hero. No one likes you, Voice of the Hero. Ding ding, round 3.
All of you need
Fight.
to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Narrator, you know that I hit the heart. You know it.
Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
But close to untethered, blah, blah, blah. Nah, attack her again.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
When am I going to send in my son? Ah, good point.
And then we
When I need to go to the back to tank. Get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never
That
gonna
was a
keep
good
me
one.
down. I
More.
get knocked down, but I get up again. Never gonna keep me down. I
You
get
and the
knocked
princess
down.
exchange dozens
Get
of
up
devastating
again.
blows.
Never gonna
Sometimes
keep
you
me
manage to
down.
strike
I
first,
get knocked
and
down.
sometimes she
But get
tears
up
through
again.
you before you have a chance
Never
to
gonna
act.
keep me down.
But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
Fantastic.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. You're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is...
What is this place?
Did we do this? Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right. It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything. Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Let's keep going, baby! The princess stumbles and her body
I
slumps.
feel so tired.
Whoop. They got her. Bye. You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go?
That would explain why my memories didn't come
Try and
back the
find
first
her?
time. Still counts as a win? Just the two of us. We can murder if we try. Just the two of us. You and I.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
This is the end for you, but not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Good.
Screw that. This can't be the end. It just can't.
Mirror time. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's me. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Boom.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
I'm so handsy. Ooh, ooh. Doo-doo-ts. Consider what I'm sending in here. She's going to be a horrible person. I mean, the lovey-dovey princess was good. We gave her... The lovey-dovey princess filled her with love. The angry, violent demon princess is filling her with passion. The dominant giant lady is filling her with confidence. You know, she may be Rakdos, but Rakdos doesn't mean bad.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart.
You know, I get the feeling that a lot of people, they don't commit to the bit, and that's how you get the bad endings. Like, if you don't commit to whatever you are, if you chicken out or change goals or don't listen to your new voice, that's how you end up getting just murdered and not getting to bring a nice body to Mrs. Hands.
Do not mourn her. We will
I
provide her
always
the
commit
growth
to
she
the
fought
bit.
for.
Okay, well, as much as I'd like to ask all these questions, I've already asked them before, so I'll probably ask them in another playthrough off stream when I try to add, like, the contrarian and stuff back in. Wiggles hand non-committally? It's fair. I'm sure it depends a little bit, but I am ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay, I'll miss you. Bye-bye. I love you.
We'll meet
Mwah.
again.
Everything goes dark, and I die. Here on the princess. Bring the adversary to her.
You're on a path
Alright,
in the woods.
I'm gonna run to the
And
bathroom
at the
real
end of
quick.
that
I
path
will be right
is
back,
a
and we
cabin.
will continue slaying the
And in the
princess.
basement of that cabin is a princess.
I need to find the lock model button, or like a way to like keybind it so that I don't spaz out every time I get up to use the bathroom or do jumping jacks. Thank you for the care package, Mischief.
You're here to slay her.
All right, chat. What are we this time? What kind of person are we today? What would you like to see in our mood? Gay? I'm always gay. No, I don't need to do any right now. Alright, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go down unarmed and then come back for the blade. It's an interesting path. Not exactly a personality so much, but we can definitely try that. Let's see. We could try and leave here at the beginning, too. That's how we got the Contrarian, I think. Let's just silently go to the cabin, I guess. Wolf Boy needs some sleep. Aw, good night, Wolf Boy. Get some rest, Thomas. You take care of yourself.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning, she will lie.
We're not going to go through with this.
Ignore him.
You got it.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your
Alright, we're going to leave the blade behind and then come back for it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Let's see. I feel like we have more dialogue options this time. Like, I'm here to save you, and lie, I'm here to save you. I'm just checking on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
What do you eat, princess? And where do you shit?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Nah, I'm just checking on you. I didn't say I was coming to help. Okay, well, hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Boop. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade without saying another. Hold on, let's talk a bit first. Turns around, leaves.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
I wonder what personality we're gonna have, barely saying anything.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Yeah, I can.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Wow, what a bitch.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
It's okay, we're just gonna get the knife.
She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you.
You got it.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Wow. Nothing, almost nothing. We got here, went downstairs, the hero went, wow, she's hypnotizing. And then we were like, hi, I'm here to check on you. Actually, hold on. And she's like, wow, I'm gonna fuck you up. And the hero immediately like, okay, I guess we should kill her. Fucking hero.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Is she gonna be there?
Where the princess
nope,
sat
she chewed off her
only a
hand.
moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Well, oh well.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Okay. Well, I don't know what we haven't had a personality so far, so hello?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Is it your arm? Because I can see it. It's right there. What do you guys think? You know what? Our personality so far has been the voice of non-commitment, so we're just gonna leave.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
Shut up, voices in my head. I want to go up and down the stairs. Going up the stairs, going down the stairs. Going up the stairs, going down the stairs. Getting in my cardio. Might be the ghost thingy. We didn't actually do anything with the ghost, though. The ghost showed up and killed us, and then we got the voice of the paranoid, and then that ended it. Nope. Okay. Well, should we be wishy-washy and agree with what they say, or should we... No, I want to go up and down the stairs. I'll stay here for a while to make sure she's dead.
You close the basement door, locking it behind
Table.
you and quickly barricading it with the
Levy
heavy wooden
table.
table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound, and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Does that mean I get to go up and down the stairs again?
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Shut up, voice of the hero. I want to go
As she
back down the
violently
stairs.
rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Aw, okay.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You won't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
I'm guessing a princess.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Da. Bang on the door all you want. It'll only make you bleed out faster.
Do you think losing an arm is actually enough to do me in? I can always find another. I'm not as frail as you think.
How many arms do you
You put
have?
the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out
Okay,
of
yeah.
that
Looks like we're getting
awful
Ghost Princess
basement.
again, which means we're probably going to get Voice of the Paranoid again. But this time we'll actually be able to do something with it.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops.
I don't remember if she had the missing arm last time, though.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth.
I don't think that's true.
Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Yes, Mommy. Mommy. Ghost Princess.
She steps closer.
Yeah, the
one
hand's
silent
definitely a
footfall
different
at time,
factor. You can
cocking
even
her
see
head
that
in
it's on
curiosity
its
as
own
you feel
layer.
your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bleh. Dead. Nightmare. Alright, let's fight Nightmare, Princess, as the paranoid.
You're on a path in the woods,
Yeah.
and at the end you're here.
Okay. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Shh! What if he hears us?
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Shit!
Shit! Would I smooch the ghost? Ghost Princess isn't as smoochable as Demon Princess, which isn't as smoochable as Giant Princess. But, I mean, she's still a pretty girl, and I like kissing pretty girls, so...
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Okay.
A warning. She will lie.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah, don't trust anyone. Would I smooch the stubborn? Oh, I don't know. If you smooch the stubborn, he might go off a little bit early. That's why we no kissing, no hugging, no just straight to the stabbing. Otherwise, it might get ended a little bit too early. I'd kiss the smitten though. Alright, what kind of funny cabin do we have this time? We're definitely asking about the mirror as the
The
paranoid.
interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Yeah. And her chunky arm bits.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
5 things you can see. 4 things you can hear. 3 things you can feel. 2 things you can smell. 1 thing you can taste. Like the mirror. You can taste the mirror.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in it.
Oh, there are eyes. I didn't notice that. I don't know when that appeared, but there are... It's the sensation wizard from Inscription.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it.
Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Stimulation. Why would you lie about there not being a mirror when it's clearly right there? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would
I
a
feel like
mirror
this is
even
probably
do?
a
You
like
waste
the
time
normal
proving yourself
person's
instead of
first
doing
run.
what needs to
I
be
feel
done.
like most people probably get here first. The whole cabin's different than I remember it.
Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality. Calm down. Maybe the 3 of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you You certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
You got it, buddy.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Well, let's go look at the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
This really isn't funny.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Make a good point, voice of the paranoid. Well, let's grab the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor.
I feel like paranoid would
It
definitely
difficult
take
to
the
slay
blade.
the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Yeah. I've always craved the strength and certainty of steel.
Is it gonna be enough, though?
Voice of the
Couldn't
paranoid's
you
your favorite?
Given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
A bomb would be great.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Oh, that was lost long ago, buddy.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Let's go.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
Perfect.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place.
You gotta
that is
have
meant
fresh
for a
lightning.
creature of flesh
Stale
and
lightning? Ugh,
blood.
gross.
If the princess
Disgusting.
lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
This is the one time I'll agree with you on that part, narrator.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
It'll be enough.
I'm gonna talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists. Step off into the void between the stairs. Continue down in silence. I mean, I'm really tempted to see what happens when we step off into the void, but I think we gotta commit to the bit, and as paranoid, we're just gonna continue down the stairs quietly.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Well, there's eyeballs on this one.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
I'm the voice of reason, and the reason is we're going to bang her. Steel lightning is so rubbery? Exactly.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Why not? It's fun.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Okie dokie.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Let's see. We're gonna go right. That's where the eyeballs are.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Hi.
I told you I was going to find you.
You did it. You found me. Yay!
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you.
Hi.
Cute.
It's a normal size knife. It's normal. If you measure from the base of the hilt, it's 6 inches. You get a prize. The prize is knife. Not going up and down the stairs. That was the old me. That was the old me.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
0. I'm already broken, lady.
Sound as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Why did you say it twice? Oh no, you're still saying it.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver.
I'm gonna let him say his bit. Your favorite song? See, I get heart, lung, and nerves. Why liver? Why do you care about the liver? This is why Paranoid has your eternal respect. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Liver has a lot of blood? I mean, that's true.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp
there
of
we go.
air as your eyes shoot back open.
Hi, princess.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
History. And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay. Paranoid's keeping us alive. Hooray!
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want? Or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
No, I can't. I'm very indecisive. Could you help me out?
Oh, well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
Because she can't, obviously.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
I guess we're very insistent that our liver keep going. Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Also, I do feel like Paranoia would ask a lot of questions, so we'll be doing that.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You got this, Paranoid.
Lungs, she slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck.
Hot.
It feels like static. And then... Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, you're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
liver,
and then you're
nerves,
gone.
heart, lungs,
Just
liver,
like
nerves, heart,
that.
lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves,
and
heart,
there's the
lungs,
fear.
liver, nerves, she pulls away. Lungs, liver,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
I like that they keep the narration going in the background. Also, this is definitely like what they expected to happen first. Or at least how they expect to happen first from people who are scared of these kinds of games. And I think this is probably going to be the scariest princess. What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
See, if you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
You make a good point. My apologies. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Wow, Zila, you should have been here earlier for sexy demon princess or giant god queen princess.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
Teehee.
You seem miserable.
I am. I really am, princess. I miss giant princesses. You're a lunatic. You're insane. Something about the doll ghost, mask ghost? Oh, I see. You're truly degenerate.
I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control.
No, you aren't.
So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad.
Gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
Like I said, I am what I am. It's not my fault that
I am what I am in this by the Sailor Man. Boop, boop. This is the perfect time to laugh, because really, you're in control even without resurrection. And what if I refuse to let you out? Then what happens?
Then we're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Or until your heart finally gives out. And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out. And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Green's not a creative color. Boop-a-doop-doo. What we got? I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave it. I'm not going to try to kill you, so do your worst. Toss your blade and remain with your nightmare. Leave together. Leave together. Run, slay the princess. I sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave.
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid.
I'm not afraid.
The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
She makes a very good point, chat. People will die if you do to them what you've done to me.
But everyone dies eventually. They're all full
Good point.
of thriving things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again.
It's true.
All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen. And maybe do a little unwinding myself. Is that really so much to ask?
I mean, you seem very reasonable, lady. Also, sorry, my chair keeps descending and the blanket that's covering up the broken bit keeps sliding off. One of these days I'll get a new chair. Maybe after I move. Right, let's just stay with our nightmare.
Are you serious? Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
She can't kill me, I can't kill her, we stay here forever.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not?
Yeah.
I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
Rude. Impolite.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see
That's
what
pretty
lies
creepy.
beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
Damn. Making me feel powerful.
No.
She can't kill me permanently.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
It's just like taking a nap.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career.
Don't like them teeth.
Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Oh, brutal. Well, good thing I don't want a steady career or recognition from my peers. And I'm kind of about children, so...
Let me out.
No.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
Nah.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Pathetic.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3? Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Monolith of Fear. See what resides behind the mask. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell
I don't
was
think
that?
we've hit chapter 3 before.
What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think.
We've got multiple voices in our heads.
It hurts when I try to remember. I think we were trying to save the world. You should know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
We've got the broken and the paranoid in our head.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have
Interesting,
to
because
slay
the broken and the paranoid are basically the opposites of each other. Well, not opposites. They're both terrified by the princess, but one gives in and one focuses on its own survival. Can we get the smitten in here to smooch the ghost?
Slay. We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to...
The
let her out.
opportunist.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever.
Stubborn.
I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
Voice of the Cold. We're going to learn about a bunch of voices here. Voice of the Cold, I think, is probably what we would get if we went back downstairs. Like, if you go for the good ending, but then go back downstairs to check on her. Or if you stab her and then you double check to make sure she's not dead.
We can't be unfeeling.
Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
Hunted. That would be if we ran away.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Hi, Contrarian.
We love her, so we have to set her free.
Hi, Smitten.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Skeptic. I feel like skeptic is probably if you ask literally every question.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Voice of the cheated.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Quite a few. That's a good question. How many times have you been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. It also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember here being twice before this, and for some reason, you don't seem to remember being here. Was I here one of those times that did someone else make the decision?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up! You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
What if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that.
You're right, Contrarian. We did try that.
It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
Interesting. Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
True, fair.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
The only way out is to do nothing. So nothing I will do.
You do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something. That's a new one. Huh. Do you think it'll work?
No. Nothing ever works.
Boo! You're the worst one.
They agree with you, Gremlin. They're not a fan of them either.
He's not the one who got us into this mess. At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries.
Good point, voice of the opportunist.
Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing. And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. Great. And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now, all of you aren't letting nothing happen.
Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them.
Ah, very interesting. Doing nothing does lead us towards the voice of the cold.
He'll get you killed by himself.
Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed.
Also kind of leads us towards the contrarian.
That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it. I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity.
Nah, definitely not. Anything's possible except for dignity.
My point
We've
is
definitely pissed ourselves. Continue to do nothing.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh, is that you, Hand Princess? If I don't remember what I did, then I couldn't have been me that did it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
1 second. A whole fucking, like, long-ass hair in my pants. That's what happens when you have long hair. It just gets fucking everywhere.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Yeah, probably.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Make a good point, Voice of the Stubborn. Let's not think.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions. Great questions, even. But they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Kill the voices in the head? Alright, to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin.
Mirror.
Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
No, the mirror's there.
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving.
Alright.
Or you could just give up.
Thanks, hero. No one likes you. You're the worst.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces!
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Good point, Contrarian.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
To the mirror.
There's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
Oh, the dagger.
We're one step closer to her.
Let's draw the dagger out.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath...
But I haven't tried everything
weapon
else.
sinks
I haven't done the other options.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
Did I get here faster than I was meant to?
Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see
Hi,
something
Princess.
staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out.
Nah, I don't think so.
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side.
Hot.
A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
Very hot.
Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand. What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her. Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh well, there's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. Are you sure? Alright.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Good. Fuck you, narrator. I exist to bring you pain. Wow, we got a really long arm.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
My bet is you're going to get groped by a bunch of hands.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Bye. The princess exhausted slumps. This is the most accurate ending so far? What do you mean by that?
Why is it so cold?
Yep. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys?
One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Alright, approach the mirror. Have we grown some more? We step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden, its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you.
Oh, is this another ending?
I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Decay, you've withered. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
You got it. Ready to go back?
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bye, princess. The hero and the princess. A scattered vessel. Bring the moment of clarity to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
Good night,
path
gremlin.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yes, we are collecting various princesses to bring to the hands. 28% of players have gotten that one, which is interesting because I saw earlier today that 64% of players have gotten the ending, and they were excited by that. So I guess it's very rare for people to be willing to exist for eternity. But 75% of people have decayed. I wonder what the various triggers are. Alright, well. It's rarer than the number of people who have completed it. Usually the actual completion is like less than 10%, but... I'm trying to think of who we want to be now. We kind of know all the voices. So we've done Stubborn, we've done Contrarian, although not technically in this timeline. We've done Smitten, again, not in this timeline. We've done, paranoid, and broken. What other voices were there? There were hunted, cold, opportunist, and cheated. I imagine cheated, we need to, like, employ our knowledge. Oh, and skeptic. I feel like skeptic was asking a bunch of questions.
You're here to slay.
Which ending has you fighting Shia LaBeouf? Only the truest of endings. Did we actually finish the paranoid ending, though? I would assume that was the paranoid ending. I'm definitely not doing the paranoid ending again right after we did it. Like, my goal for this is to do them all on stream, or do most of them on stream. But I want to avoid... I want to avoid doing the same thing back to back. So, let's see. I don't want to do the skeptic, because that requires asking a lot of questions, I think. I don't want to do... Let's just do the cold. Let's just stab her again. Silently continue to the cabin.
We're not gonna go. Ignore.
Yeah, proceed to the cabin. Well, clarity is the voice.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely the blade.
Alright, take the blade.
Take the blade.
Enter the basement.
The door. Her voice.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it."
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, I said cheated. Not sure how to do that one.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll...
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I feel like this is the path to the skeptic. You stab her, and then you go, I'm not sure. I feel like she has a trick. That feels like another way to get to the skeptic. Of course not. That was too easy. Let's try that one.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah, no. I know from Demon Mommy that stabs in the heart don't mean shit. Remove the blade. Check for a pulse. We're going to check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
We definitely won't if you keep talking.
I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Wait.
Yeah.
What was that? You know what that was.
That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I do like that the only way for it, the way that we're focused on slaying the princess is stabbing her in the heart. And every time we bring a vessel to the hands, she comments on what type of heart they have.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Hi, friend.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
She did have a knife.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Okay. I feel like this is going to be the cheated?
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The razor. Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yep.
You're here to slay her.
Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us
She
are
definitely
meeting
did.
for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then...
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Yep, voice of the cheated this time.
Stabbed to death? And you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I'm trying to think of what kind of cabin she's going to have and what kind of monster she's going to be. Because we were cheated. So it was maybe some kind of tricksy being? Let's see.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. Let's say for a moment you died last time, which probably we mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
Also, I hope you guys don't mind me skipping a little bit of dialogue here and there. I'm going to try not to do it too much, but casino, hell yeah. But when it's these lines in the woods that are really repetitious.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
You make a valid point, voice of the cheated.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right?
This is
Turn around
bullshit.
and leave,
Everything's
well as everyone else.
bullshit.
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip. You'll save the world in no time at all.
It's a beak, but thank you, sir. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Sure thing, buddy. All she did last time was stab me to death. How can someone like that in the world?
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember.
I wonder if we're ever going to get an explanation as to how she can destroy the world, or what the narrator thinks is that she can destroy the world. Maybe we eventually turn her into the narrator. That's all.
Now, if you...
Alright, to the cabin.
A warning.
Yeah,
Before
I
you
know.
go, she will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
To the cabin!
The interior of the cabin is a
Oh,
jagged
okay.
mess of warped wood and broken
Interesting.
boards. Their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass.
Well, that makes sense for
The
the
only furniture
razor.
of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Table, what did they do to you? Oh, table, my beloved.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hey, what about that mirror?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Voice of the cheated, I gotta say, you're like a bottom 3 voice. You're not the voice of the hero, but you are a little boring. Alright, cabin's different.
Very different. Maybe that's because you have... So focus up.
Alright, blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Very British. That and the stiff upper lip comment earlier. This is the
Door to
British
basement
route.
creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood.
Oh, is she gonna be like
Hear
made
what
out of
sounds
daggers
like
this
the
time?
Scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
That's an interesting voice. Also, I'm getting so hungry. Stream will be done in about 20 minutes, so after this run, I'm gonna make cheeseburgers. You know, you guys come on over, you can have some cheeseburgers too.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she
She
doesn't
is.
even have to put on an act this time.
She is better than us.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I love the tinny edge to it and how, like, coy she's being. If I just come close to you, you're gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No!
No!
I wouldn't
Princess
stab
Stabby
you.
Hands, yeah.
I am just a sweet, innocent princess.
Innocent.
Trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll walk up to not stabbing distance then.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
I like that the first time she's actually Trixie, but when we're the voice of the cheated, she can't lie worth a shit.
She certainly feels threatening.
I would love to do voice of the cheated and then just go, oh, okay, and just believe everything she says.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. Do you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
You make a very good point.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
She's even got the little anime sweat marks.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
I was trying to rip her clothes off. Silly.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
That would be very silly.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Prove it then. Prove you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I don't have one, so I can't.
She does make a good point.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Oh, see? She's unarmed.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with.
Oh, no. The knife is her penis.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too. Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Practically zero, guys. That's almost as good as zero. What if you're hiding it somewhere secret?
I've
Vagina
shown you all
knife.
of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that meant, but deal.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
You like saying sharp.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Definitely no pussy knife.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
That's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie?
Yeah.
Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yeah.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Yeah.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
No take-backsies.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Da-da-da-da. Okay, I'm going to keep asking questions. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
Yes.
Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Correct.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Actually, it was a little hot.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
12.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yes.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No. I have my dignity. Fine. I will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
It's true. Narrator deserves all the guff. I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
That makes good logical sense.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart.
That doesn't sound like me. Okay, I'm bored now.
Hooray! I did it! I made her bored.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Called it. Knew it. That's what you get, narrator. You suck.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment.
I like that her dress is extra spiky too.
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Smart.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange, before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Hey, look, it's our cursor.
She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
She is cheating.
I'm going to kill you now.
Fair.
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Do I get a part 3? I do. The arms raise. I get it, because she keeps cutting off her arm.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Fair.
You're what? I feel dizzy.
I accidentally skipped one there. The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing towards... Wait, excuse me. What just happened? What did you just do?
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Hell yeah.
Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
Yes, it's always been the case that the cheated could warp us around.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Voice of the Hunted, what are you doing here?
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Oh, all the voices are back because we're in chapter 3, yeah.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it.
Yeah, good point, cheated.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
Don't be like that, I know things are
Not
hard
all of
right
them
now,
seem
but
to be
we've got to stay
here.
positive. If they're confident, then I'm confident. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
Well, there's a mirror in the way.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
The fuck is a door?
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I
Can't
care
just
about getting to
fumble
end
for
of
the
this mess.
handle, silly. This feels like both the princess and the character got broken into different parts of themselves. And every time you do a run, you and the princess get to be back together. I don't think we got broken apart. I think we just are apart. This is how we are and how we exist in every timeline. And we are shoving those timelines together. We are forcing all versions of existence into one timeline. At least that's the vibes I get. A long ass sigh.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there.
So it's just the hunted, the broken, and the cheated.
It's time for us to see her
and
again.
of course the hero and narrator.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto
Hi,
the basement
Knife
floor and the
Princess.
form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Wow, you're looking even more pointy today.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
I did. I think it was fun.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win.
I wonder if those two voices can fight Knife Princess. That's be interesting.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
I don't think they did.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain
clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Let's see, we're fighting her. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms. We're panicking. This is the different voices. We can try using the power of the voices. Stiff upper lip. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All these ideas suck. Think up something better.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
Thank you.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
Ow.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Hi, Skeptic.
Oh, a new one of us.
A new one of us that's been here before. Interesting.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Who voices the princess? I do not know, but you should be able to look it up. I believe it'd be on IMDb. We need the stubborn in here. Hell yeah. Stubborn would be having a field day with Knife Princess.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I mean, my first time through, we won, so...
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Thank you.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another... us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Make a good point, Cheated.
As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan. Now.
What's up, Skeptic? Oh, okay, we're going to keep pulling out voices. Fighter, obviously. Let's get the stubborn in here. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
We just have to hit her harder.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
A+. I love you, Contrarian. You're the best voice.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
You're also very top tier, Spin. God, I can't wait to do a tier list for the voices.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
I see. So it feels like since we unlocked our full potential, we can now get to chapter 3, which lets us use all the voices versus the princess, instead of just that princess's assigned voice.
Okay, let's go again. Just panic! Flee!
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better! Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
She skewers you.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4, huh? Mutually assured destruction. Lots of chapters here.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Good point, Contrarian. Yeet.
Over my dead body.
God damn it, Morgan. I know you guys don't know Morgan. I'm going to keep calling the voice of the severed Morgan.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Hi.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Thanks, Morgan.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Also, did I miss a line there? No, we're fine.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only... It's fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Sometimes you have to click, sometimes not. Yeah, it's a slide.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Well, that's because you suck, narrator. None of you like it.
Don't care. Just want to win. Fine. You make your way to the basement.
Hi, Knife
where the
Princess.
waits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Is it more knives?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Thanks, narrator.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah, I want to hear about the new thing, narrator.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
I like how they're dragging this out. This is cute.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Oh,
splitting
boy.
into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. The
Hell
heart
yeah.
beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
How are the hands gonna hold this?
Are
Much
you
too
ready
sharp.
for what comes next?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous.
She is.
Absolutely
Mommy.
divine.
Mommy.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
The perfect woman. Yeah, Morgan.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
That would be ideal.
That looked painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
This is bullshit.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
just
They're repeating, okay. I could hear the smitten repeat himself asking for the narrator.
What
just happened? It's so quiet.
Get out of here, narrator.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but her blow finishes its arc. You're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Thanks, babe. Your weapons clash again and again, and you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. The stubborn would love this. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive. Water and steel, master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. But neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You heard it here, chat. I got another good ending. You do not see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. What do we look like today? Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time to see what's in it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You're unraveled the remains. Interesting. Long quiet. Proceed to the cabin. Oops.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
I have thoughts on this vessel.
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Fair. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No. Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Oh my gosh, am I the narrator? He does, and when I find him, I'm gonna kill him.
If he is anything other than us, he isn't worth the effort to destroy.
Damn, brutal. I am the voice of the... No. I am a skunk, but I am the voice of the punk. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular.
Interesting. So we don't have to find them all. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Okay.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Interesting. It makes me wonder if I should get the kind, lovely princess heart or not.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and I die. The sharp vessel, bring the razor full to her. So I'm bringing her stronger versions of the princesses. Alright. We will try this again on Thursday and Friday. We are trying out a new schedule. For those of you who haven't heard, I'll be streaming on Monday, Thursday, Friday, the same game. And then on Saturdays, we will have a guerrilla stream at a not entirely set time where I just play roguelikes or whatever I'm in the mood for. Because I always say I play whatever I want, and now I'm going to commit to that. But thank you all for coming and hanging out. Feel free to follow us on the socials if you haven't already, and grab yourselves a rate message if you would be so kind. Let's see who's around. There's someone I'm hoping is online that said that they would be on tonight, but I don't know if they're actually going to be. Oh, Sarah's playing Magic. That's always good. Yeah, no, they're not. I don't know if they streamed earlier or not. Yeah, they streamed earlier, but only for 10 minutes. Hopefully they'll be around sometime. Their name's A's Skatey, and they're a punk raccoon. So, of course, I want to see them. But in absence of them, we haven't rated Sarah in a while. Ooh. God damn it. Ad was playing music. Alright, let's go raid Sarah. Oops. And I will see you guys on Thursday for more Slay the Princess. We'll try out more paths. Maybe the Singularity event will happen and we'll get to see, maybe that's how we get the end credits. Sarah. The squirrel. There we go. I wish it would default to people who are online that you're following. Like, it suggests a few people that you're following, but if the person you want to raid isn't there, you have to type it in, and it'll just start recommending just, like, random fucking channels. Anyways, I'm gonna go raid Sarah. Sarah's playing Magic. I will see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.